Everyone was waiting for the Broncos to suffer that first loss. Now they have. How do they respond on Monday night against the defending Super Bowl champs, looking for their 5th straight victory? Jason Horowitz, NFL.com's Pat Kirwan.
Hey,
glad to be with you on the NFL preview show presented by Tyson Anytizers. It's Monday Night Football, and Pat, Denver didn't play very well at Baltimore. How do you think they respond against Pittsburgh?
Well, they're a good football team that wasn't going to go undefeated, and I think everybody knew that, but they got a rebound now, and I don't think they're going to do it against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are on that path that they get on when they're heading towards the playoffs and potentially the Super Bowl. They've scored 120 points in the last 4 weeks, and that doesn't look like it's going to slow down because they've got things going on in the passing attack. Ben Roethlisberger, and we talk about this guy a lot getting sacked, but he's completing almost 71% of his passes, and I think he's going to have his way on Monday night.
And he's 3rd in the NFL in yards passing. But again, this is a very good Broncos defense. They had a setback last week, but it is a very good Broncos defense at home that gets after the quarterback. How big of an issue is that for the Steelers offense?
Ben always gets criticized for his sacks, but interestingly enough, this year he's being sacked once every 20 pass attempts. That's still not a great number. The good quarterbacks once every 35, once every 20. You know what he was last year? World Championship season, once every 13. The year before that, once every 11. He's actually learning to get rid of the ball or do something else with it besides getting sacked. Dumervil, though, they're going to need to chip block him. The tackles cannot handle him alone, and then I think you got to screen him a little bit. But the great news for the Pittsburgh Steelers is they practice all the time against their own 34 defense. They are not going to not know how to handle Elvis Dumervil because that's James Harrison. And if you watch a Pittsburgh practice, ones go against ones a lot. So those tackles have been blocking James Harrison. Now they get Elvis Dumervil. It'll feel like another day at the office.
That could be good. What could be bad, though, for Pittsburgh, yes, they're coming off a bye, but they are injured on the front part of this defense. You know, we already knew that Aaron Smith is gone for the year.
Right.
Now Travis Kershke, who's his replacement, will not play in this ballgame. Can Correll Buckhalter, no Sean Moreno, get going here and help Kyle Orton?
Yeah, they can, and they're a good run team, but last week they slipped out of their formula. They're 17 running, 19 running, 37 pass. That's not how they're going to win football games. So get it back to balance, which they will do. But you're asking them, can you run against Casey Hampton and those inside backers? Not many people ever do. Getting 100 yards against these guys is almost impossible. So it's not going to be won with the running game. It's going to have to get run with the passing game. And I want to make one point. And it's getting clear to everybody who plays Denver. It's a dink and dunk pass attack. There's not a lot of balls going down the field. When Brandon Marshall averages 10 yards a catch and Speedy Eddie Royals averaging 8 yards a catch, people are sitting underneath coverages, jumping them. So early in this game, if we don't see a vertical attack, they're in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble because Pittsburgh will be playing to that. Troy Polamalu will start stealing underneath routes.
And let's not forget, Pittsburgh will go down the field. Holmes, Wallace.
Oh, they go down the field now.
We know they're going down the field. This is a high-powered offensive attack.
Stay away from Champ.
Monday Night Football, Pat. Steelers, although how great they are, have not had a lot of success in Denver. They have not won a regular season game in Denver since 1990. Does that change here in 2009?
You scared me for a second, but no, I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think a couple things are going to come out of this story. We'll have the Pittsburgh Steelers up in the top 4 or 5 teams in the league. It'll set up the great matchup next week with the Bengals. But it'll also, if the Chargers were to ever win, it sets up another battle that heats up in the AFC West. I think Denver loses the game. I think they score some points here, but I just like when James Farrior, your inside linebacker, has so many sacks. I think he's got 8 already. When Farrior is sacking from the inside, it tells me LeBeau is working his magic with the defense. And the outside linebackers, last year they had 20, Harrison and Woodley. They're already at 10. They're not at the halfway mark of the season. I think the pressure is going to be all over Kyle Orton.
They're 5-2. Broncos are 6-1. Going to be a great football game. 8:30 p.m. Monday night. And for more on this game, stay with CBSSports.com. That'll do it for the NFL Preview Show, presented by Tyson Anytizers, the meaty Good Man Snack. For Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.